Hello, my name is Ben Shelley, and I am both a music professor at Andrews University and an English professor at the Andrews Academy in Berrien Springs, Michigan. Today, I'll be answering a few questions about my career path. It all began with my careers class in high school. I took that class to ensure that I was prepared for the standardized tests that I would have to take. Before I took the tests, I really didn't do much to prepare, since I had already learned the test material through my regular classes. Once I had taken my test, I looked at the results to find that I had done excellent in the English, writing, and reading departments. When it came to the math and science sections, however, my scores were quite low. This motivated me to do some extra studying in those subjects. At the end of my high school career, I applied to a number of different colleges, including Andrews, Southern, Walla Walla, and Loma Linda University. I had a strong desire to stay in the Adventist educational system since I believed that their education was very good, which it is. I also had a desire to attend Andrews University since it was basically home for me. I toured many of these schools and learned enough about each one so that I could decide easily. This is how I narrowed my college search. To attend Andrews University, you had to have an ACT composite score of 32 to 36. I passed with flying colors and was accepted into Andrews. I was very excited about this since I loved Andrews very much. In my opinion, there wasn't hardly one thing that I could find wrong with the university. I had applied for 2 scholarships, one for the English department and one for the music department. Thankfully, I received both. I used both of these for my majors, which were music and English. At one point, I wondered if I should add a third major of performing arts, but I decided against it due to my heavy workload. As time progressed, I passed through college and into grad school. I had chosen a career of teaching both English and music classes, with a majoring in organ. This had been my lifelong dream, to have these careers. The first job that I had received was at the Andrews Academy. Some of their staff had retired, and they were looking for those who would take their place. I had found this job by word of mouth, and become very interested in it. I had always loved Andrews Academy, and this seemed like a good fit for me. The interview process was quite easy and relaxed, as I knew the employer personally. Not long after, I was given the job, and I loved it. My salary was fairly good as well, with about $60,000 a year, very good pay for an English teacher back then. Long after I had received this job, another position opened up in the university as an organ professor. I applied and was offered the job not long after. With my new jobs, I felt that I was indeed doing both God and man a service. I was teaching adolescents the arts of both English and music, and I was teaching them to love God and each other. I was also able to minister to them through my attitude and spirit. I truly loved, and still love, my work as a teacher, preparing youth for God's service.